highlight some of the practical differences between re-exam, PGR, and IPR?
The timing and the scope are the big differences. So ex parte re-exam can happen anytime after the patent is granted, and anybody can file it. Post-grant review, you have a limited window to file, but you have a lot you can challenge. So only within 9 months of granting the patent, and you have more than just obviousness and anticipation grounds. You can challenge based on patent eligibility and written description, enablement, and indefiniteness. Inter partes review, you can file after the period for post-grant is over, for any patents granted after the, I think it was September 2013 was the line, but I may be mistaken on that. For patents under the AIA, it's after the post-grant review period ends. For non-AIA patents, it's after the patent has been granted. And the threshold showing of grant is different for each of these cases. And so for ex parte re-exam, theoretically, it could be the highest question, but not always. It's substantial new question of patentability. Are you giving the office something new? And have you shown that there's a substantial question that the patent is patentable? In post-grant review, you have two alternative options. You can show that you are more likely than not to succeed, or present a novel legal question that has not been before the office before. So maybe the office never considered written description or enablement, and you are presenting that for the first time. And then in inter partes review, it's reasonable likelihood of success. Now, I don't know if there has been you don't usually see the same patent challenged on the same grounds in all three. And so it's hard to say whether or not these threshold showings are different in practice, because I feel like most of the time it's relatively binary. Do we think they're likely to be invalid or not? So in practice, these threshold showings, you should make a strong showing of unpatentability in your first grounds, as we'll discuss in a little while. Inter partes review arguably has the lowest level, whereas ex parte re-exam, depending on how the examiner is reading that substantial question, could be equivalent or higher than the post-grant review. Time at the PTO, ex parte re-exam can go on forever, but post-grant review and inter partes review, usually about 18 to 19 months is the maximum time from when you file. And whether you can remain anonymous, it's possible in ex parte re-exam, but not in post-grant review or inter partes review. Your name is public and out there when you challenge a patent.